Toyota sales figures have just emerged for the United States. They made a colossal error when they ordered their battery components, when they decided how many cars they would make that were even hybrids, let alone EVs. Now they are paying the price. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Hope you had an amazing 2022. And 2023, this year, it will be better. Much, much better. And I'm going to really enjoy seeing Toyota eat some humble pie. I'm really sick of the comments from their CEO. I really am. I'm getting sick and tired of these kind of nonsense. He doesn't speak for me. He doesn't speak for anyone. He speaks for himself, but he makes comments as though he knows what everyone is thinking. I mean, the vocal minority are the only ones that want EVs. That's what he says, right? The silent majority, they're not interested. They don't want EVs. Yeah, okay. You know what? In Germany, 55% of all cars sold in December were electric, fully electric. What about in the UK? 40%. Norway, 87%. Yeah, need I go on? Are these people all just the vocal minority? Is that all they are? What about in China? 30% of people bought EVs. 33% in December of 2022. Are they just all the vocal minority? I don't think so. What about in the United States? Well, guess what? Hundreds of thousands of people want to buy even hybrids from Toyota. I don't know why they want to. I think that's dumb, but they do. I mean, hey, it's better than other options, I guess. So, you know, maybe it's not that dumb after all, but they do. And Toyota's saying, sorry, we don't have the cars. We didn't realize people would want them. They think they're the masters of knowing what people want, and they've failed at it so badly. It's ridiculous. Toyota North America, meaning Toyota and Lexus, reported sales of 536,000 vehicles in the US during the fourth quarter of 2022, which is a 13% increase over a year ago. Sounds good, right? Yeah, sounds good. However, the 2022 result is 14% lower than in 2021. 2022 was actually a very challenging year for the Japanese manufacturer. They were in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Despite having 20 electrified vehicles on the market, 20 hybrids, plug-in hybrids, fuel cell vehicles, which don't sell anymore in the US, by the way, fully electric cars, the company noted a decrease in sales of all of those. How does that work? They're probably the only brand in the world to have done that in 2022. Surprisingly, their actual hybrids, combination of their electric cars, hybrids, fuel cell vehicles, whatever, they're all down by 10%. Lexus down by 20%. By the way, Lexus doesn't make good EVs, and that's why no one's buying them. Plug-in electric car sales increased in Q4, but only by 1.5% year over year to 10,500, which is a pretty weak rate of growth, says Inside EVs, considering how quickly the segment is expanding. The number includes 988 electric cars and 9,558 plug-in hybrids, down 8%. In the case of Toyota, this problem is actually broader because the results were weak for the entire year. Total car sales of all hybrid types of vehicles, EVs, let's just call them vehicles with a battery, were down in 2022 compared to 2021. Last year, the company sold 35,000 vehicles with a battery, down 33% year over year, which was also 1.7% of total volume. 1.7%. That's anemic. 2022 results in total car sales for Toyota in North America. Toyota, 1.85 million, down 9%. Lexus, 258,000, down 16%. Total down 10% for 2.1 million sales. Vehicles with a battery, Toyota down 15%. And herein lies the problem. They're not ramping up production of vehicles with a battery of any type at all, which is very contrary to the statements of the CEO. He basically has said on numerous occasions, we're so big and powerful, we can just offer the market what it wants, like a big department store. We'll always have stock, like, Kmart or Walmart or wherever you go, Amazon. But the truth is, that's not the case at all. Unfortunately, plug-in electric car sales are not only down, but the rate of decline is much higher. And that's disappointing because people all over the internet, I've seen them everywhere saying, I can't get a plug-in Prime or whatever plug-in thing you want to get from Toyota. I can't get it. They're saying this everywhere. Toyota plug-ins down 40%, 31,644 sales, down 40%, right? In America, 40%. Lexus plugins, 3,500. That's actually up by a fair bit versus the previous year. So not so bad for the whole year for Lexus, but for the whole year for Toyota, they are down 40%. Yeah. Total plugins, 35,000 for the group between Toyota and Lexus. That's a decline of 33%. Toyota is saying its results are expected to improve, as they always say, especially since there will be more and more plug-in electric models. But the year 2022 was, well, it was a debacle. In between this happening, Toyota making all these comments saying there's no demand for EVs, then they bring an EV to market. Turns out the wheels won't stay on that car. They recalled them. They actually tried to buy them back. They didn't just recall them. They were trying to buy them back off customers. And you know what? It took them 6 months to figure out how to get the wheels to stay on. How's that a thing? Why did the media not even say anything about that? Imagine if Tesla brought out a new EV, right? It was their most important model, and they couldn't get the wheels to stay on for 6 months. This would have been talked about ad nauseum. The top selling plug-in Toyota in Q4 once again was a Toyota RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid, although it had a 43% decrease in sales versus 2021. How many fully electric cars did Toyota actually sell in the United States for the entire year? Well, nearly 1,000, 988. Prius Prime, 4,388. RAV4 Prime, 4,445. And the Lexus NX 450h, 725. So as you can see, fully electric cars for the entire year, 988. It's embarrassing. What about the hydrogen-powered Toyota Mirai? They sold 657. I really feel sorry for whoever bought that. 657 people. If any of you are watching, you have my genuine sympathy. I don't think you're an idiot. You just got sucked in, and someone told you it was a good idea, and I feel sorry for you. Just letting you know. Overall, despite the launch of the all-electric Toyota bZ4X and the ramp-up of the Lexus NX 450h Plus plug-in hybrid, wow, that's a mouthful to say, it was a tough year for Toyota, says Inside EVs. By all accounts, Toyota just can't source enough battery components or batteries, and that's the reason apparently for the fact that they haven't sold more of these vehicles of any type with a battery in them in the United States in 2022. And it's the reason why they say probably that their car sales contracted in the United States, why they lost the title to General Motors. Not like General Motors did anything overly special. I mean, their EV sales were pretty poor as well for the year. The truth is that they were just marginally better than Toyota, and that's all they needed to do to beat them. So will this sort of marginalness help in the future? No, of course not, because GM and Ford, they are ramping EV production as fast as they can, which is not that fast, but it's still better than Toyota. It's a lot better than Toyota. There's no chance Toyota's going to regain the sales crown in the US ever again. It's finished. That ship has well and truly sailed. They're now on the path towards, well, losing market share in the US, in the United States, and in China, probably every single year for the next, 10 or so years until they eventually just ask for more and more bailouts, and who knows what happens. Maybe a Chinese conglomerate like Geely will end up buying them out. Crazy to think of that now. It's a long way into the future, but it's very possible. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.